to my channel, Mystical Travels 369. Glad to have you here. So, a couple of things I want to mention off the bat. If you like your reading and these videos, please do subscribe and share and like and comment. All of those wonderful things, that would be wonderful. And if you are interested in a private reading, you can look on my About page or in the description below for both my email or my website where you can book time with me. And that card just kind of called to me, so we're going to leave it there. And I do like to mention what I'm using. So this is the Morgan Career deck. I've had this deck for 30 years. I tried to not use it to use other decks, but really it ends up being my core reading deck. I am going to use the Intuitive Tarot deck to do some clarification with once we get your cards on the table. And then I'll be looking at a couple of oracle cards. I've got a wisdom card deck and an energy card deck. And then finally this, I'll read this. This is kind of your message for the week. It's long. They're beautiful messages. But let's find out what Virgo's foundation. This is, by the way, a general reading for the week of April 23rd through the 29th. And so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this is about love for you, then take what works there. And if it's about career or something specific or business, or maybe you have a few things going on in your life. Many of us have complicated lives. All right, Virgo. Tell me, what is, Spirit, the foundation for Virgo? So this is what's happening right now before we go into that week. What is the foundation for Virgo? This helps us understand kind of where we're at before we go into that week. So we already had the Page of Swords. Interesting. We've got the Justice card. Tell me, Spirit, about Virgo. What's going on with their foundation before the week of April 23rd through the 29th. Oh, we've got two cards. We'll take both of those. All right. So we have your foundation here. We've got the Page of Swords, the Justice card, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Empress. And on the bottom of the deck, come on, we have Judgment, Ace of Cups, Three of Swords, and Eight of Swords. So this is what you don't see coming, right? So we'll get to those in just a minute. Let's take a look at these. Looking at these, this Page of Swords is sort of representing somebody who might be putting a twist into the situation. That doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, but they added some complexity somewhere along the line. And you're going to have to deal with that complexity, whatever it may be. And we have this Justice card. We have this. So this is just you feeling the situation at hand, whether this is a love situation or a career or a business or something specific like a move or whatever. I feel like you have done your research. You feel like you are on the right path. You're pretty sold on how you're going to move forward with this. And we have this Eight of Pentacles, which just backs that up. It means that you have the skills, the knowledge, the abilities. You understand where you're going with this. And you really, you may have done all of your due diligence. There may be people with other opinions and other perceptions that sort of see you as having blinders on. But, Virgo, you are the workhorse of the zodiac. You are very detail oriented typically. Of course, that depends on your trifecta, your moon sign, and your ascendant. But typically, Virgos can be very detail oriented. And so you feel like you're ready to hit the mark, right? Not maybe this person may be the outlier for you that has added a complexity that then shifts everything you've looked at. Okay, so something to pay attention to. And then we have this Empress here. The Empress card is about fruition, fertility. It could be about babies. There could be pregnant Virgos out there. So that's definitely a possibility if you're finding out that you're pregnant. Or it could also be just about whatever it is that you're working on. You're working towards this fertility. You're working towards increasing your revenue, your whatever is important to you, your quality time with somebody, your number of businesses you have, number of revenue sources you have, whatever it is, you're working on expansion and building off of that expansion. And it could be children as well, right? All right. So when we look at what is unseen, you may have judgment. Again, that's this justice, this page of swords, and this justice and 8 of Pentacles. Sort of, there's another source out there that has a different viewpoint. So I would go back and ask questions and check those sources and see what's happening. Make sure you don't have any complications that you didn't see coming. We have this Ace of Cups here. So that tells me that it's still beneficial and it's still working towards a good end. Um, but we have this 3 of Swords, so there might be some disappointment. These are kind of in conflict with each other, right? So the way I look at that as there might be some disappointment. You're still going to come out ahead, but you can come out farther ahead if you worked at it. We have this 8 of Swords, which tells me there's unknown information. There's information that related to this decision that you don't know, and it's unforeseen to you, and it's in the unforeseen pile too, which sort of doubles that ability to see it that way. All right, so let's see what is happening the week of April 23rd through 29th. What is happening the week of April 23rd through 29th? There's one, and I don't read upside down cards and general readings for zodiacs like this. I do in personal readings. What is happening with Virgo the week of April 23rd through the 29th? Lovers. Wow, lots of major arcanas here. What is happening? And the 6 of Cups. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the 5 of Rods. Okay, so we'll deal with those in just a minute. Let's look at these 3 here. So that Strength card indicates that this is going to take a little bit more power from you than you had originally thought it was going to. So it's going to feel like you're having to pull the rope a little harder to get to where you're going. And you're going to have, so again, going back to here, make sure you're doing the research, that you're understanding if this is a love relationship. Make sure that you've asked all the questions you need to ask, that you really understand the perspective of the other person that you're working with. If this is a business or a career relationship, make sure that you're looking from all perspectives and not just your own. That full listening ability, right? And not that active listening ability. And this Lovers card tells me that, it can mean a very active love relationship. So if this is love for you, this is that love relationship working out well, but there could be a decision process in place, that next step, taking it to that next level. And you may or may not be ready for that. This 6 of Cups here tells me that you may not trust that you're ready for it, but that you are ready for it. If we're talking business, career, or something specific, this is a decision card. It means that you're being presented with 2 pathways. They're very specific. You can't do both. You're either going to go this way or going to go this way, or you're not going to do anything at all, which is still making a decision. So don't be apathetic about it. Make your decision. And I feel like, Virgo, you're very good about picking the trodden path, what's already known to be successful, and there's nothing wrong with that. So that may be the path that you pick, but you might have a situation here where you're having to push a little harder to get to where you wanted to, and then you're presented with kind of a fork in the road, but it's all going to come out fine. You still got the 6 of Cups over here, which is ultimately an end result that is what you wanted, right? You get to where you want to be. And then when I look at what's unseen, we have your Ace of Swords here. So there are new beginnings related to this. There may be a double-edged sword again. This guy may be, adding that complication, right? We've got the 10 of Cups, so you still have reason to celebrate. Your wish is still coming true. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, which means that things are changing in your favor to be the way that you want them to. But we have this 5 of Rods, which tells me it's not without a lot of Herculean effort to make it happen. And note that, these are all different people in this card. So this, you just might have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? You might need to fire some of those cooks. All right, let's take a look at what the outcome is. What is the outcome for Virgo the week of April 23rd through the 29th? What is the outcome for Virgo the week of April 23rd through the 29th? What is the, oh, that's nice. What is the outcome for Virgo the week of April 23rd? I like that card. Oh, that's not a card, it's multiple cards. What is the outcome for Virgo the week of April 23rd? It's too many cards. What is the outcome? There it is. All right. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords, the Death card, which is not a bad card. A lot of people freak out when they say it's not pretty, that's for sure. But Hierophant, and the Five of Cups. Man, that 5 is out there today. Really out there. All right. So looking at your outcome cards, you have the Ace of Rods here, and you have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles meaning that investment is going to happen. You feel good about the investment that you're making. It's you know the people that are involved. So if we're talking about a love relationship, this is a solidification that all is well. The Ace of Rods tells me that you're working on a new path. If we're talking about business or career, it tells me there's new investors, there's new money coming in, there's new project money, and it feels very exciting, very exciting. And then we look at the bottom, what is unseen. So there's some restrictions on this. This Nine of Swords tells me there's some restrictions here, and you may need to watch your P's and Q's in terms of that. We've got the Death card, which this is going to be transformative for you or for the group of people that you're working with or for the relationship that you're in. And you've got the Hierophant, which means you, again, ooh, we got a hidden card there. Look at that. You've got the rules. The Hierophant is Taurus, Taurian energy, also earth energy. And what it's saying is, that's the Hierophant is, the person that makes the rules and the doctrines and the regulations. And so you've got some boundaries you have to stay within, don't we all? Right. And then this Surprise Magician card is about your ability that despite all of that, despite the ring fence that's happening, you have the ability to manifest over and above that. You've got this Five of Cups. Don't focus on the negativity. There may be some disappointment and negativity that's happening. Virgo, so easy for you to go there. Definitely pull back and look for this opportunity. There is opportunity in your midst. Don't get overwhelmed with that. All right. All right. Oh, I put those back opposite. I don't like to do it that way. There we go. All right. Now, Spirit, I want to pull some clarification cards. So let's take a look at what we have here. So what do I think I want to look at this Empress. I want to look at this Page of Swords. And then I want to look at the Strength card and the Lovers card. And then these two. So Spirit, tell me about this Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here for Virgo for the week of April 23rd through April 29th? And I'm just going to pull them all and then I'll read them. Why is this Empress card here for Virgo the week of April 23rd through April 29th? Judgment and the Lovers. We've already had that a couple of times. Tell me about the Strength card for Virgo the week of April 23rd through 29th. Oh, that's too many cards. Tell me about the Strength card. There we go. King of Cups. Tell me about the Lovers card for Virgo the week of April 23rd through 29th. There we go. Strength. Wow. We already had Strength. We're doubling down on cards here. Tell me about the Ace of Rods, Spirit. Tell me about the Ace of Rods. Hangman. It's back to those regulations. And Prince of Swords, bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. So you're trying to avoid disappointment. We've got the Queen of Swords. So again, it's kind of staying within the boundaries. So the Devil card and the Three of Discs. So the Three of Discs is talking. The Three of Discs is talking about the people involved here. So they're all people you know, you have a relationship with. Don't disappoint them, but make sure you stay in communication with them and that you're being transparent. But this Devil card tells me that you may be tempted to take paths that are not necessarily the best way to go for everybody, right? Or not be as transparent that you should be. Or it can also talk about addiction, right? And so the Queen of Swords, again, is that structure in place. And then we've got this Three of Swords, which can point to some disappointment. That's what you're trying to avoid. And coming back here, this Page of Swords has the Lovers card. So this person is presenting a question, and that question is leading you to look at a possible different path to take. And it sort of resides with this one over here, with this Lovers card here. So that may be the complication this person is putting on this scenario, is that they're asking questions you hadn't asked, or you hadn't considered. And it's creating the opportunity to have to look a little deeper and make different decisions as a result. Don't ignore that. And then we have the King of Cups with the Strength card. This just tells me that you have somebody in your place or supporting you through this process, as you have to pull this a little harder over the finish line than you had originally anticipated. And then with the Lovers card here, we have the Strength card, which is doubling down on this Strength card over here. And so when I look at this, I feel like, just even making this decision, that tells me that this Strength card is very related to this fork in the road, this decision you have to make, because you've got it again here. And you're going to have to make the best decision for all and know it's for the highest good, and that you're okay. You did what you could do. And then with this Ace of Rods here, you've got the Hangman. So this is all coming out the way that you want it to, but it's not without its moments of uncomfortability, right? So this Hangman means not all the decisions are in your court. And in some cases, especially related to this new beginning, you may not get to make that decision, or it may not be entirely yours to make. And then we've got this Prince of Swords. So he's this is a knight. He's a messenger, and it's a good message about an increase in income, finances, investment, love, whatever it is you're looking at. Okay, so it looks to me, in summary here, like you are moving on to something bigger, greater, better, and you're going to achieve that, but not without some struggle in the process. And to make sure that you're looking at other perspectives and looking through other people's eyes. Let's take a look at what your wisdom card is for this week. What is Virgo's wisdom card this week? Alrighty, what do we got here? The fork in the road. All right, so that sort of goes with that Lover's card, that decision to go this way or this way. You have to make that decision. So you've got some serious decisions to make this week. You've gotten a card related to decisions, 1, 2, and then one that's not your decision, 3, and then the Strength card associated with that twice. So lots of decisions there to make. So not that it's a lot of decisions to make, but it's a very important one. Let's see what your energy card is for the week, Virgo. What is your energy card for the week? Time Machine. So Virgo, you are definitely a creature of habit, which is a good thing. But note that sometimes if you're one of those people that you look at yourself and you say, gosh, every time I do this, this happens, and it seems that there's a pattern for you, then what you may have become a victim of is your own past conditions. And that's just seeing your life through your past conditions and not being able to strip that away. If you can strip away your past conditions and know that, yes, those things did happen, and acknowledge that, but you're not that same person anymore. And you can go through a change without being capsulized into this old conditioning. And that's what this card is about. All right, and then I want to pull your, see what the Dreamweavers have to tell you. What do the Dreamweavers have for Virgo the week of April 23rd through the 29th? What do the Dreamweavers have? I love this card. This is a great card. Time to dance around the sun, number 37. I will read the whole thing because I love the messaging in this book. Okay. Can you see it? There we go. All right, time to dance around the sun. Victory after hard work, celebration of achievements, having the advantage to win. When it's time to dance around the sun, you can be sure of sweet victory in all of your endeavors. Perhaps you're surprised at the sudden success. Don't be. You've worked hard to be here now, learned many lessons and integrated their wisdom, and finally choose the right actions. It's true that you didn't do everything, all the hard work to get there. The universe has been working on your behalf in the hidden realms for some time now to co-create your dreams and weave them into reality. How could you doubt this mystical, magical partnership with the divine? Yes, sometimes things take longer than you hoped for, but you keep acting in faith, trusting that the form of your dreams will manifest in perfect ways and perfect timing. Now is the time to celebrate your good fortune and share it with others. You are a beacon of hope for many who have the courage to have shown to. You are a beacon of hope for many to have the courage you have shown to. All right, that was unusual grammar, but we'll go on. In so many ways, your success gives others hope. Isn't that a beautiful thing? All right, Virgo, that is a wonderful message and such beautiful artwork. So with that, Virgo, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week, and I'm sending you lots of love, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share and comment. Thanks so much.